Maggie to the rescue!
Hey everybody, Maggie's here with two adorable thrifted 1980s Coleco Cabbage Patch Kids that need our help today. Thank you, Maggie. So I'm going to focus on cleaning, trimming, and defuzzing their yarn hair today. As you can see, it's dirty, and she has 35 to 40-year-old rotting rubber bands in her hair. See the fuzzy pilling? And she has lots of split ends. Her face is dirty. And I'm going to wash her very cute original outfit. Such a cutie. So her face is cleaner, but her hair is also dirty. Her outfit is stained, so I'm going to soak it in OxiClean. Yuck. But isn't that little cat cute? So I'm going to get her cleaned up as well, but I'm just going to use one doll as an example today because it's just easier for me to clean up one doll on camera and do the other one off camera. Okay, let's get started. So the tags say they're surface washable, so if they aren't stained too badly, then that's what I'm going to do. Is her sweater also original? I love it. Such great details. I know some people put their cabbies in the washing machine, but two things. One, I don't have a washing machine. I live in New York and nobody has a washer and dryer in their apartments. Two, I want to make sure that I don't roughen up her hair, and I know a washing machine can do that. So I really want to focus on getting the hair back in really good shape. Her signature is green, which I think means she's from 1984. So that's really cool. Her body looks great and she doesn't have any odors, so she's going to get a surface washing. She has a stain on her forehead that I'm going to try to treat. So I'm going to wash her face and body with baby wipes. I doubt it's going to work, but I'm going to try to use a magic eraser on that stain. Nope, didn't think so. So I'll try a stain removing treatment later. So I'm using gallon Ziploc bags as raincoats so the stuffing doesn't get wet. As I pull out the bits and pieces, I'm trying not to hurt the yarn as much as I can. I don't know if they sprayed her scalp orange or if that's just staining. I'm finger combing it to minimize friction, which causes pilling. So I did some reading, and I do not recommend using fabric softener because it can create a coating that can actually be bad for yarn. So I'm just going to use a gentle fragrance-free detergent. So it's important that you don't scrub the yarn, just dip it up and down like you would during a boil wash. It's also important that you don't wring it out. It's okay to squeeze water out a bit, but don't wring it, in the same way that you wouldn't wring out a wet sweater. I find using a shower head or a kitchen sink spray works the best to rinse the yarn. She's hanging from a shower rod. So do you see the V shape that's formed from her hair hanging? Take a note of that because I'm going to talk about that later. So it's the next day and her hair's all dry, and I found her part and divided it. Do you see all the frayed ends? So I'm going to trim those. So I'm not as patient as others who clip every single split end individually. So I have a little trick that I do. So I divide the hair almost like they're wefts, and I pull out flat until I find the ends that are the most even. First, I can't believe I found this comb. I have no idea what it's for, but it has these holes that are perfect for me to gently pull through the yarn. Please never use a regular comb though. So see, when I pull in this direction, they're a mess. But when I pull in this direction, they're even enough that I can cut a bunch at the same time. Again, see how I'm pulling straight until I get even ends or somewhat even ends. Again, if you have time to snip every split end, then go for it. See, I'm not really cutting straight either. I'm just sort of following the pattern of the hair. So you have to accept the doll's hair will be shorter. If you do mind that and you don't mind the fraying, then you just don't have to trim it at all. Here's the other side. You can see all the frays. So I trimmed both sides. It helped a lot. I still see some though. So remember I mentioned the V shape of the hair earlier? So after cutting it, it still has that V shape. So that's great. And I wanted to say I used hair scissors, but using sewing scissors is actually better. And she has the V shape too. So I wanted you to know that after washing her hair, I noticed the ends of her hair actually aren't split. Well, this one is, but most of them aren't. So I'm not trimming her hair. So you might have noticed I have a treatment on her stain, and it's actually not benzoyl peroxide. I'm going to be a little mysterious about it, but I need to do more research. So let's see how it worked. I think it's better. Let's see the comparison. Yeah, it is, but I'll treat it more. And be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk about stain remover in the future. So I cut her with ribbon to my trusty paper towel holder, just so that I can show you how I find her part. And I'm going to put her hair back in ponytails and braid it. So make sure her yarn is on the correct side of the hair. It'll be lumpy. So I'm just going to use these little scrunchy type elastics. You know, they're sort of covered in a soft fabric because I don't want them to pull her hair. And again, I'm going to use my big comb, but I was thinking, you know, if you have a really wide tooth comb, you can probably use that to pull through the hair, because you do want it as even as possible when you're putting it in the pony. I'm just pulling the hairs to even them and get rid of the lumps. So I decided if there's a fray that starts really high up, then I'm just going to spritz it and twist it and hope for the best. Since her hair is a little shorter now, we'll see how many braids I can put in. I realize just any extremely wide tooth comb will comb through the yarn without harming it, but use it gently. I noticed she has more fuzzies than the other doll, so I've seen other collectors pull the fuzz up and trim with real sharp scissors, but I'm afraid my hands might slip and cut the loops. I'm going to see if a sweater shaver actually might work. So far, so good. I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to try it on the other doll. So I'm learning it does better if I'm not pushing very much on the hair, just sort of grazing over it and doing it lightly, and it seems to work best in one direction. So their clothes are all clean and they're going to get dressed, but before the reveal, let's take a look at them before. And here they are after. Aren't they so cute? What wonderful dolls. I'm so thrilled I was able to get them cleaned up, coiffed, and de-fuzzed. And I'm so glad I was able to get the stains out of her outfit. And she got the bright green scrunchy elastics in her hair. And Maggie got some too. I hope this inspires you if you see a Cabbage Patch Kid at a yard sale, thrift store, estate sale, or whatever that needs a little TLC, that you'll take them home and give them the second chance they deserve. Please subscribe so I can continue my rescue work and create more free content for you to enjoy. And to those of you who already have, it means so much. I'm so grateful for you. Stay tuned for more rescues and show and tells to come. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.